The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
Are we here? We're here. Hello everyone. I think that was a bit of a rush job, but I think we're okay. Oh, and I missed the first. welcome in though, everyone. Tilly, welcome in. Cleepaw, Beavers, welcome in. Blap, congratulations on getting the first. Yeah, stream closed captioner. I did actually do that when that reminded me, so that's quite a handy reminder, actually. But yes, welcome in everyone. There were some internet issues as I got home and I restarted the NBN thing box. What's it? So hopefully that's fixed things. Fingers crossed, I suppose. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. So it's got noisy in Bry's stream. There was a lot going on. There was a lot going on there. It was fun though. I do like marbles on stream. It's fun and interactive. I don't think we quite have enough people here yet to play it, but it's good fun. It was so much nicer when there was only 5 of us in chat. I kind of like here maybe. You're in a mood. You has more pain than you need and cannot be trusted. Uh-oh. Watch out, Tilly. Watch out for Tilly, I mean. Smooth, relaxing tones. Yeah. 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 Sounds like it needs a kick. Yeah, that might cause more problems, potentially. So I didn't kick it. I just you know, did the classic IT thing. Turn it off and back on again. So far so good. We're not dropping frames. Fingers crossed. It remains that way. But yeah, we're here. We made it. We were just a bit late coming home from work, so that kind of caused problems. But yeah, we're here now, and I see that Bry's actually finished, so I'll close that window. No need to lurk there anymore. And then there's, yeah, I've had to turn all the other lurk pages. I just turned all the other lurk pages on to 160p, just in case, just in case that was troubling the internet a little bit. So, but yeah, it's surprising how often turning it off and back on again works. It really is. And yeah, Cleepaw, I think we discussed just before that drift was very, very likely, which is fine, you know. Just as long as it's a lurking drift, that's the main thing. When power cycles fail, gentle percussive maintenance is always an option. In fact, when I was trying to figure out what was going wrong with this microphone, there was a few people who actually suggested that exact problem-solving technique. They were like, just whack the microphone on the top. It works every time. I didn't try it because I was like, well, I don't want to break my microphone. But yeah, I think perhaps the other day when it went crazy, I had left it I've left it a phone next to it, because that is one of the things that sets it off. Apparently, I have a feeling that's might have been what set it off. But anyway, hopefully it's okay. I do have a cat right in front of my screen watching. Just then, I don't know if you saw that plane taking off behind me. She watched it right to the edge of the screen, and she's ready to pounce on it. She hasn't done that before. Usually they do that on the TV. I see them do that a lot on the TV, but she's not done it on this screen before. Attack cat, yeah. The drift has conditions. It does. It seems like it might have already happened, actually. She did try and bite one of the planes earlier. But yeah, she's watching very intently here. But yeah, let's. So this city is becoming a little disheartening, and it's the budget that is disheartening me about it. And I know I always complain about it, but I do complain about it for good reason. Because without money coming in appropriately, it makes it very difficult to expand. And what I can't see... So we have literally no demand for anything. Oh, I just see the tiniest peak of residential demand just pop up there. Scozzy, welcome in, Scozzy. It looks like am I peaking a little bit higher here? I'm just going to turn the mic down just slightly. But welcome in, Scozzy. Scozzy. How are you going? Hope you're doing well. I just want to start a new city. I actually really don't. This is the part, for like this part and maybe for the last, I don't know, maybe 20 hours of gameplay is the part from now on that I find the most fun. Like really building up the city to be something really big and impressive looking, and you know, adding in special buildings and special areas. And you can really only do that when the city starts to get bigger, because you have the funds behind you to do it, right? And at the moment, the city it's difficult to expand because I don't know what it is. The budget just isn't balancing. And I did in the last little while. Oh, look who's come in with the raid. It's Quiche. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. How the devil are you? Welcome all. How was your stream, Quiche? What did you get up to? I hope you had a good one. Welcome in, Raiders. Let's see if I can quickly... Oh no, I've got a cat trying to cause problems here while all of this is going on. She's actually pouncing on the screen now, and now I'm bumping the mic. I can't see what I'm doing because she's in front of me. But let me quickly do this shout out here for Quiche. Thank you so much, Quiche. I appreciate the raid there. Let me see if I can... Carl, welcome in. Carl, everyone should follow Carl too. I was watching Carl the other day and I was lurking a couple of days ago. T, thank you. Ren, welcome back. Drag, I can't say that. Sif, welcome in. Amy, Tandy, Keisha herself, Butterfly Swift. Welcome everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, there we got Nicella as well. Nicelia, sorry. I think I say that. I've come in as a raider as well from Keisha's stream, so welcome all. And then Grim is here too, so thank you everyone. Drag or Dragon is fine, excellent, okay. Or Red, alright, fantastic. Yes, welcome in. And again, thank you so much, Quiche. How was your stream, or did you already answer that and I missed it? That's certainly possible. And someone has, Ren, you've just redeemed Show You the Nearest Cat too. So she's right on my knee here, actually. She was the one that was, now she's screaming now. Yeah, she was the one that was trying to paint the city here. Paint the city. There she is. That's Peggy. She's not very happy that I'm doing this today. But there she is. Stream was nice and cozy. Wasn't up for Sims Chaos today. Feeling a little flat, but okay. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I saw you were doing Disney, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Disney, I believe. So, yeah, I'm glad you had some cozy times with that. And hope you're feeling a bit better. Just a viewer in the raid. Yeah. It's actually 9, Quiche. Yeah, 9 cats. So, yeah, Peggy is one of 9. And, you know, not that I have favorites, but if I were to have favorites, she'd be right up there. But obviously, you know, it's like kids, right? You can't have your favorite kids. So, yeah, that's how it works. But, yeah, Peggy... that was Peggy, and there's generally not all 9 that are possible to have been shown, because some of them tend to not prefer to be in this room. But yeah, we have probably a range of about 4 or 5 that can be shown on that redeem. So, but yeah, welcome in everyone. It sounds like Quiche had a nice cozy stream, so I hope you all enjoyed that. And of course, if anyone needs to de-stream, please feel free to do so. We'll just be hanging out here trying to fix the budget basically of this city, which, yeah, is potentially going to be the last city in Cities Skylines 1, as will be, as anyone may know who plays Cities Skylines 2 is coming out in October, so this could be the last one. Hopefully will be the last one. Now she's chewing on my headphone cord. That's gonna end badly. Let me rearrange that. I do have a favorite, and it's Pegpaw. No, Not allowed to have favorites. And I hope I'm saying your name right. Nycelia, you say you're done working, came in for the raid. Well, I appreciate that. I certainly appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. And I hope now you can relax. So, thank everyone for the follows as well. There's a lot of follows coming in. Let me see if I can call them out. So, Drag, Holly, thank you. I'll say Tiny, thank you. Grim, thank you. Sif, Nycelia as well, and Amy J, thank you all very much for the follows. I appreciate those. Excellent. So yeah, I had literally just started, like I'd just literally come on, so it's all happening today. But yeah, just trying to figure out what's going on here. We do have it's budget problems basically, which actually, while this has all been happening, we've had a little bit of a boost there. So I don't know if we won a football match or something like that. I see the problem here actually. That could be causing issues with that. But yeah, it's silly. Like this city is quite large now. Usually with a city this size, the cash is rolling in quicker than you can spend it. But for whatever reason, I just haven't been able to get the budget going here. So I've got a couple of ideas though that might get it going. I want to burn the town to the ground. Well, when we thought we had issues another time, and that everyone in chat was saying, just leave, just start a new city, just do it, just leave Cooper County, leave them to their own devices and let them do their own thing. But I didn't want to do that, I didn't want to be the one that was, I'm just going to leave this city to their own devices and let them, go bankrupt by... Excuse you? Yes, you're excused, Tilly. What were you saying? I can't remember, to be honest. I can't remember what anyone was saying other than that. This looks so pretty. Never understood this game. You mean you did, but could never play it well? The traffic is what actually gets most people, but the traffic can be challenging. But yeah, the night views in this game are stunning. So yeah, it can be a very beautiful game, and once you get your head around the traffic, it can be really, really fun to play. So yeah. Being a chaotic self, can you actually burn it to the ground? Just curious. Yes, you can. I can, just because Ren loves to see chaos, I can show you. Let's find a building out here that's not too much of a problem for us. So we have natural disasters in the game. So there's actually quite a lot of ways you could burn it to the ground. So yeah, there's a few choices, but you can specifically start a fire in a building, and if you started enough fires, well, I guess you'd burn it to the ground. So yeah, here we go, fire starting. So I know Ren usually pops in and likes to get me to kill all of my Sims, so it's not surprising that Ren wants to see chaos in this game as well. I have my mare bags packed and was on the monorail out of town. Look, there's accusations being thrown around here that just aren't true. Can the natural disasters happen without you selecting them? Indeed they can. However, I currently have that turned off in this particular city because I work so hard on it that I generally prefer that it doesn't happen. But yes, you certainly can have that turned on and it will happen kind of automatically. Isn't killing Sims the point? Well, sometimes, yeah, absolutely. Did something collapse? No, that sounded like something collapsed, didn't it? Oh no, it's okay. I don't know what that sound was. Yeah. Burn it because Ren asks, you want a damn asteroid? Well, we can put an asteroid in here. Suki mode, yeah. I did think about actually, and it could be a good challenge to turn them on, actually, because, you know, there's obviously ways that you can make it work. I'll find an asteroid. I'll find an asteroid. What am I talking about? I'll find somewhere to put the asteroid that isn't going to cause too much problem. My sim saves. Yes. I like to keep that organized. The issue at the moment is every time I play The Sims, it breaks my stream. So I have to figure out what's going. It did get updated though, didn't it? So maybe I was going to play tomorrow because of the horses dealo. So we'll probably test it then. But yeah, we'll see if it breaks again. Let's go somewhere. Yeah, over here. What about the ocean? Let's do it here, just so that I'm not causing too much of a problem. And you can select how big it is too. So this is like a middle-sized one. See, oh yes, I did see that, Ren, that they're talking about actually fixing the sinks. Was it actually in this particular update, or was that in the laundry list? I thought it was a laundry list. That means they're not quite doing it yet. Still say delete the sinks, but you'd be interested to see how my house works with the mod, without the mod. It's chaos. Yeah, it's difficult. To be fair, it's difficult. I mean, I did actually forget to turn the mod back on the other day, and it was okay, but yeah. I was thinking, you were thinking I would love a challenge, Red. I would Discord link it to you. Okay, yeah. Might be something to try next. Yeah, I'm up for a challenge. I really need to get moving with the with the legacy. It's taking so long. It's not going to kill anyone, so you don't like it. Well, the water might spill over because, you know, with this, it'll. Oh no, that's quite a hill there, actually, isn't it? I was going to say it might spill over, but I don't think it will. It was in yesterday's patch. Okay, excellent. So that theoretically means I can remove that mod. So yeah, I will remove it before tomorrow, and we'll see. Oh no, we're getting this death issue again. And we'll see how that works. I have so much work ahead for updating the challenge and the trait generator over the weekend. Oh, I'm interested to see what this challenge is now. So off camera, a couple of streams ago, I actually changed this.
Astrologers report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future.
Uh-oh.
Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Yeah, I tweaked things a little bit because it was causing, I think it was causing problems. Here we go. Brad would love the legacy spreadsheet. Totally derailing the city stream though, yeah, a little bit, but that's okay. Oh, that's deep impact for you.
A meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is available.
Oh, holy moly, that's a bit. ELC is an up to 20 generation challenge to collect all the things in games: items, skills, traits, deaths, gameplay. Ooh. And do you do it so it's 20 generations? So it's kind of similar to the legacy, but it sounds like there's more focus on like collecting everything, doing everything. Whoa. Interesting. Keep getting this white flash every time you change scenes in The Sims. Doesn't sound too good. I have a spreadsheet for my legacy too. Yes, I do. I love it. I love a good spreadsheet. I can quickly pull it up if you want, without too much hassle. It's not my own spreadsheet. I'll complete transparency there. I did download it off the Legacy Sims 4 Legacy's website, and yeah, inspired by the original Legacy by Pinstar. Yeah, which is the one I'm playing, but has a lot more to it. Oh, it does sound interesting. Yeah, let me. I've adjusted it slightly because of the new packs and stuff. So let me find a page that is a bit easier to follow. So yeah, this is where it is up to currently. So I'm doing okay. So I'm only on. I haven't even started Gen 6 yet. So with that in mind, to already have 72 points, I think I'm doing okay. There's just a few. It's more the thing that I'm struggling with mostly is like all the careers, all the career paths, all of the. I'm close to getting all of the skills, something like 70% of all the skills, and then yeah, it's all of those kind of little finish everything that I'm kind of trying to get through at the moment. So it's going okay. You've not drifted, Claypaw. Yeah, you've done well. You're ordering not healthy work snacks for us to get fatter on. Yeah. So yeah, that's the kind of main page, and then I don't know if you're familiar with this particular one or not, but this has all of the information about the whole family. And then here's some this is probably one of my favorite pages on here. It's got like all of the little stats about the family and all of that. So yeah, there's a fair amount to it. And then it's got each of the categories. So yeah, we're going along pretty well. Yeah, so here we go. 77% of skills maxed out. Peggy's chewing on my headphone cable. It's going to cause a problem. 72% of the aspirations. So those two are going pretty well. But yeah, here's the problem, right? The careers. Only 57 of the careers maxed out, and 32% of the branches maxed out. They're the hard bits, right? They're the difficult ones. Struggling maxing the careers because you're trying to get all the deaths. Yeah. On a normal day, Cleo, you would protest, but today you just want chocolate. You made ALC because you thought 10 gens wasn't enough time. It's true, potentially. There was nothing in the legacy after parenthood, and it felt off balance. Yeah, I've had to. I mean, this looks like it's. They have updated that more recently, though, haven't they? This is beautiful. Yeah, I love that spreadsheet. It's my life. Maybe not quite, but I do love it. Okay, great. Thank you, Keish. I will definitely have a look. I need to try and speed through this current one, though, don't I? Because if I'm going to take on 20 generations, it would be having a fresh save would probably be quite good, to be honest. But I definitely want to finish this one first. Just ordered a ton of chocolate bars. Nice. And just pop around tomorrow. Yeah. Right, so what are we doing? Cities. But yeah, thanks again, Keish, for the raid. I do appreciate you popping in, and yeah, thanks again, everyone, for all of the follows and all of that. It's great to see everyone in here. Looks like while we were chatting spreadsheets, the death thing has mostly cleared up. Yeah, so I had to basically go through here and what did I have to do? I had to choose where all the death care things are, and then basically restrict them to their own districts. Now this district here seems to be struggling. Is it because there's a broken tram? I reckon there's a broken tram here that's causing this problem. Yeah. Okay, you're out of here, please. And that should fix itself. Oh, it's the...
You were good, kid, real good. But as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, see?
Yeah, so we've got a couple of new redeems here as well, which is a bit of fun. I just added them today. I couldn't find anything for the third place, so I just thought I'd troll everyone. Can you still... they should be disappearing now, right? You can't use them again. Hopefully I've set it up correctly. But yeah, I couldn't find anything for third place that fitted. But thank you, Keish, for that nice comment there. I appreciate that. Nice place to hang out in. I appreciate that. They are still there? Oh, that's problematic. Yeah. They're not meant to be. Oh, they've disappeared for you though, Dava. Oh, okay. I think I know what might have happened. Yeah. Ban in action game. Does that mean you can ban 6 for the 1k points? Yeah, you can, but it's only for 5 minutes, I think. Oh, you can't redeem them though. Good. Good. Excellent. Okay, that's fine. So they're like out of stock. So maybe I did set them up right. Yeah. Excellent. Alright, so yeah, I do have a couple of... And welcome in, Dava, by the way. I saw that... I should have welcomed you in, but how you doing? Hope you're doing well. It might be one person than one per stream. I think it's both. I set it up to both, and then I also, just to be sure, set it up so that it was... you could only redeem it every 5 hours, because my streams usually won't last 5 hours. But it should be once per stream and one person, which should hopefully make it set up correctly. But yeah, I have a couple of ideas for budget fixing, because you can see, right, like we did have 2.2 million before. We've dropped back down. That's not really... Oh no, Peggy, please don't break. She's in a really playful mood tonight. I'm not sure what's going on. If she bites my headphone cables, we're in a little bit of trouble. If she bites through it. Yeah, we've got this area here. I think the key might be to get some unique factories in, because the unique factories make a fair amount of money, and as you can see, I've only probably built about half of them. I've definitely got all the resources for it. Tilly's got the redeem again. So Peggy's gone and moved on to the tower. So I've got another one here. We got the beanie boy. He's the big handsome boy. Well, actually, she's gone onto the tower now, and that's potentially okay, because I've moved my headphone cable away from her now. So with any luck, we should be okay at this point. I don't know why it's showing me the fish. Did I click something? Make her go away. But yeah, hopefully she's all good now. So I think this area here will eventually be like a dock area. So I feel like having the shipyard here would be good. And it's got good highway access to get, and we'll do some warehouses here. So what I would like to do is we'll plop this here, and we'll see how this goes. Did I ask you already, Keish? Have you pre-ordered horses, or are you gonna wait? Are you excited? Are you not excited because it looks like it's a game pack in an expansion pack? What are your thoughts? This is a bit challenging here, isn't it? Oh, that's probably why I haven't been building them. They're so expensive. And before I put an asteroid on something I've just built, let's change that. This is the other thing with putting natural disasters on. If I did it now, and the first disaster would sink the city, because I just have no money. Cat sitting on top of the tower would be really bad. It's not ideal, because there is a fan up on the top of the tower. But yeah. You have not excited, just not excited about the Sims, nothing to do with the pack. You're just having one of those phases where you just don't want to play the Sims. Yeah, I get those too. With all of the games I play, to be honest. Let's see. Just gonna, yeah, we'll just flatten this out a little bit here. And then we'll try and... yeah, we'll try and suss. I might even flatten behind it out to there, I think. Just so we can make this work a little bit better. You think you'll enjoy... yeah, it's cottage living 2.0. It does seem like that. You think you'll enjoy it though, yeah. I think I will enjoy it too, but I do agree it's... I think they could have quite easily... and look, I don't mean to beat The Sims up, particularly the Sims team, because I think the Sims team do the best they can with what they have, or what EA provides them, whether that's time or resources or whatever. So I think, you know, if we're going to be pointing the finger at anyone, it's going to be EA. But I do think that they could have, you know, done more of what they did in The Sims 3 and made it a pets pack and had horses in it. Or put horses in cottage living, you know, and made it like a fully fleshed out thing. But, you know, that's a mood though, honestly, yeah. 10 years is a long time for a game. It really is. It really is. And with the amount of money that people have poured into the game, myself included, you kind of expect that what you're going to get is quality. And again, not having a go at the Sims team, I think they do, you know, an amazing job. A lot of the time, you know, what they've brought to the table has been really, really amazing. But it feels like they're getting a bit restricted now, and that's really rubbish. And it's sad for the game too, right? You think it should be finishing up, and it seems like it kind of is, but it's still a fair way off, right? Like, Sims 5 is a very long way off. Queen, welcome in. That's a lot of Aussies. I'm going well. How are you? Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Horses are a huge dev investment. They're far more complex than the livestock in cottage. Yeah. Well, the livestock in cottage wasn't ideal, if I'm being completely honest. The chickens are great. I love the chickens in it, but I thought the llamas and the cows and that being restricted to the shed was so. It's still a good pack, don't get me wrong. And again, you know, I don't mean to sound all negative. I do love The Sims 4 and I think it's a great game, but yeah, I think the Sims team is getting restricted by EA at this point. For starters, they have ghosts and graves, yeah, like the dogs and cats, which, you know, that makes sense. So yeah, can almost imagine TTS Brian saying that. Yeah, it could be an issue for Brian. I can't see anything anymore. Just enjoying Minecraft at the moment. Yeah, it is a good game. I think sharing the game with friends makes it something that feels good to be playing. Don't know, can't explain it. No, that's always been a huge draw card for Minecraft, right? The fact that you can play it with your mates and play it with your family, and you know, you can really get a lot out of it in that way. That's certainly a big plus, and that's effectively why they invented. That's why they brought in Bedrock, because that's got so much connectivity to other platforms. But yeah, it's a fun game, Minecraft, that's for sure. Don't mind the restrictions to the livestock because it takes less processor power. Yeah, I can see that too. But I don't get me wrong, like I was saying, I can see both sides of the arguments for all of these things. And I still love the game. Like, I'm not going to stop loving the game. I just feel like EA are kind of milking it at this point. I did your tax the other day, and you're roughly 3/4 of the way to your new computer. That's awesome, Queen. Amazing stuff. Good stuff. Horses could not work that way, which is why they're their own pack. Yeah, imagine if they put the horses in a shed and you couldn't ride them. Can you imagine how angry people would be? They're angry enough as it is. and it's not that bad. Can you imagine if it was even more restrictive like that? People, they're not angry so much about the horses. They're just angry that it seems like there's not a whole lot of gameplay compared to some of the other expansion packs. Oh, look what the cat dragged in. It's Chris. Welcome in, Chris. How you doing? It's tax season, yeah. Horses in another expansion would have been a mess. Yeah. If they had made it a game pack, that probably would have, people probably would have been a bit happier, I think. I think that's what's causing the issue, right? From the feedback that I've seen anyway. Hello there, Chris. How are you? Have to submit your heavy crypto losses once again. Should see new computer. It's going to be epic. Because you're building it for Cities Skylines 2 partly, aren't you, Queen? It sounds like it's going to be pretty awesome. Morning. Yeah, almost. Disappointed that they did another USA World. They could have done Spain or Argentina, who are heavily horse culture. Yeah, they do like their American worlds, don't they? Which is interesting because they did that survey a little while back where they were talking about all of the different worlds that we might like to see, and maybe we've seen some of them. I can't really remember what the choices were now, but yeah, certainly. Yeah, it seems like they promise a lot of the time. But again, you know, I'm not having a go at the Sims team. It's more about what they can do via EA. Everything is struggling on your current PC, sadly. It sounds like it's about time for an upgrade, which is probably quite good timing-wise. Right, what do we need here? Plain timber, plastic, glass, and metals. This is our city, by the way, Chris. Have you seen? I don't think you've seen a city stream yet. This is our wonderful Cooper County, which everyone wanted me to abandon, and I refused. Supposed to. Oh yeah, what happened? What happened with that? Might have to push that to next week. Yeah, they completely ignored the surveys. Yeah, 5 years old. 5 years old now since the last update. Yeah, oh yeah. Beganar. Is that how I say it? No, I feel like I've butchered that now. I was saying it correctly last time. We still haven't got anywhere with it, mainly because I'm still trying to sort out these budget issues, which is a bit of an issue. Ben Garner. Yeah. That's no, because yeah, I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I'm hoping that this is going to be our the thing that's going to save us. Well, one of the things anyway. And then, you know, we are kind of making money, but it's very slow going. And until we're really making money, it's difficult to spend any money, because this thing cost us like how much? It seemed like it cost us 500 grand or something. It was pretty full on. Oh, it was more than that, 687k. Oof. And it's just sitting here costing money at the moment. Yeah, 4,000 a week, and it's not actually doing anything, which is difficult. But it's pronounced Bengina, is it? Have I been saying it wrong the whole time? Great. Interested in trying the new Cities game, even though you don't get this one? To be quite honest, the next one looks more complicated. Not complicated, maybe more in-depth is probably a better way to put it. From the dev diaries that they've been releasing, it looks like it's a little bit more in-depth. But it's exciting. Like, every time I see a dev diary, I'm like ready to start playing it. But I think, you know, because there's so much in this game now, that can sometimes happen, right? Where you feel a little overwhelmed because there is so much. Whereas with a new game coming out, you can just start afresh with everyone else, type of thing. Switching PCs, a BRB, no worries. Oh, it's Bengal plus Savannah. Bengana. Oh, that's how I've been saying it, isn't it? Does wine count? D- Perfect. I think Keish. I don't know how. Do you know how many hours you have in it? Have you actually played it? This game, I mean. Because if like when I watch you playing Disney, I'm like, I've got no idea what's going on here. So I think if you can figure that out, I think you'd be able to figure this out. Oh, a lot. Oh, I see what Chris was doing. Plastic. I'm a bit distracted. That's the problem, I think. I'm a bit distracted. But yeah, and I don't know. You know, it like this looks complicated now, right? Like there's a lot going on here. There's, you know, I'm losing money left, right, and center, but you can just start off small. In fact, that's what Scozzy does well, right? That's Biscotti's new nickname, by the way. His cities are very small and quaint, and they're really beautiful. And he just focuses on the little things and makes like a little village, and you know that works really well too in this game. Speaking of complicated, anyone playing Kerbal Space Program? No. You know, I forgot to look up that game that person came into the stream yesterday and suggested. I can't even remember what it was now. He said it was better than Minecraft though, didn't he? If you want to figure a game, I'm not the streamer to watch. I only figure them out because of chat. Play a new game only because you have Xbox Game Pass. You wouldn't buy it. Yeah, fair. Scrap Mechanic, that was it. I should pull it up on Steam actually, and then I'll actually look at it. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have a proper look at that later. But yeah, no, I think Keish, I think you would you'd get there eventually. But the chat, what stopped you? Like, what's made you give up with it? Generally, is it the fact that chat doesn't know enough about it? Is that what's caused the problem? It was painful to watch me not get it. I didn't really think much about it after I said that. Actually, I just, yeah, that was, you know, that was kind of the end of that particular thing. So I didn't really think about it much. Okay, so metal here, and also, Keish, do you just have the base game, or do you have some DLCs as well? Glass. Oh, I've already got glass. Plastic. Pretty useless for complicated games. I hesitate to say it because I don't mean to throw shade. I don't know how complicated it is when you first start, especially with base game only. Haven't played it on stream. Think you gave up because of ADHD. Look, well, that's a fair point as well, to be honest, because it does require concentrating for a long period, and if that's the way the ADHD affects you, then that can cause, that might cause you problems. Sparkly for a little while, and you like the glitter, all the glitter. Hopefully this city has a nice amount of glitter for you. It's been a while since you played. Yeah, because the DLCs can like this, for example. This is the Industries DLC, and there's a whole like supply chain and everything, and yeah, it takes a fair amount of thinking about, and then planning, and then implementing that planning. So there can be a lot to it. The base game by itself, you know, it's still fun, don't get me wrong, and it's still... I guess I'm probably taking this from a person who's been playing it for a very long number of years as well, so it's a lot different when you're just coming in fresh, so I get it. Yeah, I've been working hard all day, and now my stress is over where my money is going. Well, you know, you gotta make... what is it? You gotta spend money to make money. That's the problem. And what's this shipyard making for us now? Let's see. Look at all this activity here. Look at that. It's making us like 10,000 credits or whatever they are. See? This is spend money to make money. Just pretend you're a dictator while playing this game yet. Dava, that's good. You'd probably be quite... you'd probably enjoy Tropico then. Have you played Tropico? That's hilarious, that game. I played the original SimCity and loved that, but Cities never clicked. Yeah, that's fair. Too much to manage. Yeah, it's certainly more complicated than SimCity. Especially, I never played the original SimCity. I've played a lot of SimCity 4. But yeah, there's certainly more complication to this game than there is to potentially ever any of the SimCity ones. You really love the civilizations, which is why you tried Cities. But it just didn't make sense. Yeah. Made some pretty big places, but just didn't understand how everything was working. You need to know how things are working. You need to know how things work. Yeah, fair. That's how... Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that makes sense. So you were kind of able to do it, but you weren't really sure how you were doing it, so that was, like, frustrating to you. Yeah, that's totally fair. You've never heard of Tropico? Really, Dava? Tropico 6. Look it up on Steam. It's basically a city builder, but it has it's kind of like a Banana Republic type city builder. So the story is that you're you actually are the dictator. PLJ, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing? You want to live here? Look, it's not a bad spot to be. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, Tropico 6, it's basically about, yeah, you're the dictator and you have to build a city, and you basically are trying to keep your citizens happy while also keeping all of the political to and froing happy as well. So it's a very, it's good fun. It's really good. And you literally are a dictator. Chris, I see you've had a redeem there. You want to name a suburb? Is there any particular suburb that you're looking at? Doing awesome. How's you? Yeah, I'm doing well now. Thanks, Peter. Now I'm playing a game. Back from work playing a game. I'm doing really well. Thank you. You want to live in a shack in the woods? Oh, this one over here, Tilly. This city with all the lights is making you want to load the game up. Yeah. Where was that? It was over here? No, it was over here. I'm lost. Over here. Oh, did I turn the fog back on? Did I? Oh no, this is the weather. Is this your shack here, Tilly? We can do it up. We can do it up. Pesky work ruining our game time, right? Like, what's that all about? Honestly. I mean, look, a fair way away from the city, but still in sight. It's pretty nice. There's a few really nice spots in this city, though. You don't know what's going on, Chris. You choose you one. Okay, and then what do you want to name it? Can't wait to hear the name Chris chooses. Yeah, we can check. We can check what suburb. So none of these suburbs are really named except for that one. Oh, that was the thing, Peter. Actually, yesterday's stream, we had a day stream, and I didn't die in hardcore. And it was quite a while, wasn't it, chat? I was quite proud of myself. We got through a many number of days, so I was quite happy about that. Don't want it done up. The government will cotton on to you. Vagina flats. Okay, so we need to find somewhere that's flat then, don't we? This one? This is flat. Vagina flats. There was some places named after you inadvertently, actually. Vagina. Isn't that how I said it? Yeah, because the game will name things automatically, and it automatically named something over here, Christopher. I think it was like this or something. So I just ran with it. So yeah. Yeah, Christopher National Park. So that was funny. Am I not... Vagina? Oh, vagina. Vagina. I have to say it right. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I don't know why I was saying it that way. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Still not really making money, are we? It's problematic. It's run out of plain timber. Is vagina flats bushy? Yeah. I mean, I do need to bush it up a bit more, actually, because you know you can see like this bit's been bushed. I usually wait until things have grown in a little bit more to bush it up. Jesus, what is happening? But yeah, it certainly is a little bushy. Thank you, Chris, for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. But yeah, we can bush this up. Just run the bush brush over it. Now he will never be able to find vagina flats ever again. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. I don't know what's going to go on this main road yet. Whether that will be shopping or what, but vagina flats is certainly bushy now. There we go. It's almost the right shape, is it? Kind of. It's beaver shape. Oh dear, okay. So yeah, the Industries DLC does make it go up and down a fair bit, but yeah, we're hopefully on the up and up now. It's just frustrating when it runs out of stuff. But yeah, I think these unique factories are the way to go. I think, so we've got that one in there, which I think that's the most, unfortunately, the ship doesn't get pushed out. You can see it's like meant to be one of those ships, right? It doesn't get pushed out, it just disappears, which is sad. They could have, I think that's a missed opportunity. But, yeah, this is doing well for us, I think. How did you go with the traffic quiche in this game? Were you able to manage that? Because most people, that's what they struggle with altogether. They just, yeah, the traffic becomes a problem. Okay, what else do we have here? Ship with a P, yeah. Oh, we've just got ads, so apologies anyone who is receiving those ads. We'll just kind of hang out here for a bit. while we wait for the ads. Did OBS update or something? Because it's got this new thing in it that tells you when the ads are coming. It's awesome. It's really good. Lol, you don't know, it just worked. Wow. That's I'm impressed, actually. Like, I'm really genuinely impressed that you didn't know how it was working, but you were making it work still. There's something to be said about that, I think. I think you're a bit hard on yourself saying that you don't do it. Oh, it was a Twitch update. You get it in mod view as well. Or I like it. It's very good. Oh, Seafood Factory. That's new. Oh, Ren, thank you for the Oh, Cleepaw. Sorry, Cleepaw gifted you a subscription. Welcome back. Welcome back into the fold. Pretty sure that has been there for a while, and you don't even use OBS. No, I've been trying to figure out how to get it there. And yeah, I couldn't get it to work. And then the only way you can see it is through the Twitch dashboard, the stream manager on the Twitch dashboard. And yeah, that was the only way to do it. So okay. I did that show you the nearest cat, Ren, didn't I? I did that one for you. Or maybe Ren's in ads. I don't remember seeing it, but I think it can be an ADHD, oh my goodness, I can't talk, ADHD thing. We can do things but not know how. Fair. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, that was Peggy. Okay, great. I worried that I missed one there. Bad at noticing if your subs run out. No, there's no requirement to be subbed here. Yeah, it's new. It started today. I don't remember seeing it yesterday, so that makes a whole lot of sense. Excellent. Well, we've still got a minute of the ads left, but yeah, that's a really good update, I think, because I was wondering how on earth I was going to figure out when the ads were doing, and I couldn't find anything. And JFC, bless him, he gave me the name of this really really good like plugin for it, or like a bot, I think. And I looked at it, and I just couldn't work it. Actually, Dava, you were in that stream, and you said you were going to look into that. Did you look into that? I looked at it, and I was like, I have literally no idea what's happening here. So I gave up. Look at another cat if you don't remember, though. Yeah, that's right. See, there are plenty of cats. So I think this this Seafood Factory is new. I think that came with some of the free updates that they've been chucking in recently. So we'll definitely find a spot for that. So we've got a bit of fishing over here. What's happening? Oh, this is not a very good, low route efficiency. So maybe we can find somewhere over here. This isn't really an industry area, though. I guess over here is going to make the most sense. Add the tism to that, and it is very distressing because your tism wants instructions for everything, but the ADHD just lets your hands do the thing. Yeah, it's really fascinating though, isn't it? Carl, you wish your city looked this nice? Oh, I'm sure it does. I mean, this is pretty heavily, well, it's not heavily modded, but it's got a visual mods that, you know, make it look a little bit more realistic, slightly less cartoony. So it depends, you know, what you add and how you add them. Do you play modded, Carl, or just vanilla? You did look at it and he literally said, oh, what on earth do I do? I was exactly the same, Dava, exactly the same. I was like, yeah, this thing that he suggested sounds really cool. Looks like it can do some really cool things. And yeah, I took one look at it and I was like, I've got no idea what's happening. So I'm gonna get this fish factory in here. That's a hard thing to say. Can we put fish in warehouses now? Is that something else they added? I can't remember. Do they have balloon arches? That is a requirement for Carl. Balloon arches. What is a balloon arch? Am I being thick here? I'm pretty sure I'm being thick. Shane, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You've not got any mods, Carl, for it. You're scared that your Mac would not be able to handle it. That's a genuine concern. I can see why you might have that concern. Macs are not renowned for gaming, really, are they? So, have they added fish to this? Animal products? Fish, they have. Or do I have the fish mod? The fish warehouse mod? No, I don't think I do. I think they have added it. So let's put a fish warehouse here. Well, Carl, are you looking forward to City Skylines 2? Or are you still concerned for your Mac at that point? Which could be, again, a genuine, fair concern. Keishan Cole did a rags to riches race in The Sims, and Carl Panic bought nothing except balloon arches. Oh, like the wedding ones. Is it the wedding one? Or the one they give you for the birthdays or something? Or the party or something? They don't, but you need one for sure. Really bad at losing. Well, I'm doing a very good job at that at the moment as well, apparently. I can't seem to get this city's budget in order. Which I'm not sure why. I mean, like I've been saying, at this point in time, I would feel like this city should be like making so much money that I don't know how to spend it. So excited, but it's not out on Mac. No. From the wedding pack, yeah. We've got hot air balloons. Does that count? With really creepy people on it. But, you know, good view of the city. The very broken wedding pack. Yeah, right. They're a little... What's wrong with them? Yeah, I don't know. It's hilarious. Alright, so this probably doesn't make as much money as the other thing. These people look perfectly normal to me. What are you on about? Yeah. Oh, that's great. Shoot it down, yeah. It's concerning. Let's be fair. Right. I don't know why some mod is working some magic here. Every time I open this menu, it takes us to something different. Traffic. Before it was on the fish. Or is it subtly telling us that you need to put these somewhere where there's no traffic? Maybe that's what it's doing. Right, so how much is this? This is 187,000. Okay, that's better than that one. How much is this one? 200. Oh, wow. It's just this one that's super expensive then. 375. Right. Yeah, I think these are the options that the best option. So this is the ore section. So what uses ore here? That one does. Oh, having said that though, they're transporting the ore over here. So it's probably not... It probably doesn't matter too much. If we had any tips, what would I give you for making your cities... For the mods, or making your cities look in this manner, or is that what you mean, Carl? Have all the writing on the ground, does that help? Yeah, so these are the districts. It can. It depends what you're doing. So a lot of the time I've got these set up. So like here, for example, I've got this set up for specific houses to grow here. And that can really help a lot, because you can then keep one district to have one look, rather than it kind of all looking a little bit random. So this area is kind of all international, in the international, whereas this is all over here in the university housing. So that's one way that you can kind of make things a little bit more tidy, I suppose. Helping with money and stopping people leave. How's your traffic? What does your traffic generally look like? Like what percent is this figure usually? Because the traffic can really cause a lot of problems in this game. To the point where a lot of people tend to call it traffic simulator more than anything else. Because that will certainly... Because what happens then is if the vehicles can't get to where they need to go, that causes problems in the buildings, and then the buildings start abandoning, people start leaving, and then you start losing money. So it's a bit of like a chain reaction type thing. So I suppose a lot of the time with these districts, they're more kind of aesthetic than anything else. But they do help to make the city look nice, right? Which is part of it, in my mind, it's part of it as well. But yeah, certainly in terms of keeping people in the city, making sure that the services are all working is the first and foremost thing. It's sometimes really bad. That could be the problem, right? So I generally aim for 80%. This city it's used to be that 70 was as high as it would get, but now it's kind of going up and around, as you can see, 75-ish often. But yeah, if you have a lot of traffic jams, that can cause a fair amount of problems, because your city services can't get to where they need to go, and if your city services can't get to where they need to go, the citizens will start complaining, and then they'll move out, and like I said, then you'll start losing money because you're not getting those taxes that the citizens bring in, as well as the shops and the industry, right? Because they all have all of the different needs that they have. So, you know, if they have a dead person waiting for transport, or there's a fire or something like that, that's going to cause the building to either burn down, or it'll also, you know, it could abandon because the services aren't good enough, and that will cause people to leave. So the traffic is really the first and foremost consideration, and that if you're designing your suburbs and areas around your traffic, then you'll generally end up making it seem, you know, making the traffic flow better, and then that means that your city services will be able to get around. And then on top of that, public transport helps, because you're keeping cars off the road by allowing plenty of public transport. And the reason I'm staying here to explain this is because the highways are probably the most important part. So you got to think about your highways and where they're going to go and what they're doing, and then from there you're then figuring out what the next level of road is. And I don't know, Carl, if you've heard of road hierarchy, basically, and it's the way like real cities are built, right? So you have like your big highways, which are like artery roads, and then you have these bigger roads that connect to the highways, which are the collector roads, and then off those collector roads you then have your local roads. So basically you want to make sure that the city is, or any part of the city is fed firstly through the arterial, So if someone's trying to get from this side of this area over here, they're going to go onto the highway, and then they're going to choose the arterial road that's closest to where they're going, and then hop onto a local road after that. So that's kind of the way you want to think about it. Think about people and trucks and stuff moving through the city in that way. And you're going to see what the traffic is, yeah. The districts help with the aesthetics mostly, and they can help with things like, you know, what policies you put where and that type of thing as well. A tsunami is very effective in solving traffic problems. That's very true, Scozza. Yeah, you don't have many cars left on the road once you have a tsunami. It's good. Bloody complainers, Tilly, yeah. Shane, thank you for the hydrate. That was a lot of talking I did just then. A roads and B roads, to put them in British speak for Carl. Okay, yes. You never knew traffic was so important. Yeah, I'd say probably the most important thing in this game, because if your traffic isn't working, it basically breaks everything else. Because if you think about it, like, yeah, your service vehicles can't get to where they need to go, so your garbage doesn't get picked up, the dead people don't get picked up, the ambulances, fire trucks can't get to where they need to go. But on top of that, your industry vehicles, so any of the vehicles coming from over here, which is in this case my industrial area, they're going to need to transport, depending on what, you know, where they're coming from. If they're just from the general industry, which is this area here, they're transporting their goods from there to a commercial zone. And if they don't get there, one of two things will happen. I play with, because I play with mods, I play with the despawning turned off. So the cars will never despawn, the trucks will never despawn. So they'll go to where they need to go, no matter what the traffic is. But if it takes too long, the shops will start complaining that they have no goods to sell, and they'll eventually go out of business. Or vice versa, if it's coming from one of these specialized industry areas and can't get to where they're going, then the factories, like this one is doing, although this is complaining about, yeah, not enough special goods. So the animal products aren't getting to this factory in a timely enough manner. So that's actually now costing me $2,250 a week, but I'm not actually getting anything from it. The other thing they might do is despawn, in your case, because you don't have the mods. So they'll just despawn, and then that shop will just keep calling for a truck and for the goods, but it will never come because the traffic is so bad. So once the shops and the people start abandoning the buildings, like I said before, that's when they leave the city, and then you start losing money because you're running out of tax money, basically. Thanks for the tips. No worries. I'm always happy to try and share my knowledge as best I can. Not that I'm any expert, but I have a fair amount of hours in this game. When you don't bring your dead out and end up with the plague, yeah, or the dead uprise, or the dead rise up, and then you have zombies. Yeah, nobody wants a zombie outbreak. I would imagine that's true, Scotty, because they'd come out and start eating, you know, people's brains, and then the cars would just be kind of left in the middle of the road, which is just going to cause more chaos, aside from anything else, I suppose. But yeah, no word of zombie apocalypse in Cities Skylines 2 yet. I guess we'll have to see what happens. So I think this is probably part of my problem with the money side of it as well. Things don't seem to be getting to places well enough. Maybe we need to make more plain timber. What was this one missing again? Animal products, wasn't it? Oh no, that's the lemonade factory. It was the animal products. I feel like we could put some more timber stuff in here. I think that would help. Yeah, they really do. You can only mow a certain number down before the car breaks down, and you have to abandon it, right? That as well. That's it, you know. Zombie apocalypses are not good for traffic at all. That is all the problems that you are getting dead, not getting picked up, yeah, and have a lot of business and people leaving. Yeah, I would imagine. Also check your, because I had a similar problem in this city, and it depends on how big, you know, how sprawling your city ends up. and this one has, for whatever reason, become very sprawling. And the way they work is they kind of call a service, and then in that case the hearse will take however long it takes. So if it's getting stuck in traffic constantly, that will certainly stop the dead people from being picked up, and then that's a domino effect after that, because not only the people in that building will abandon, but it starts to cause pollution and stuff like that, and then it's like a traffic flow, a traffic nightmare basically. Traffic is 95%. Okay, so if that's the problem, and if you're playing vanilla, the traffic flow tends to be higher, for whatever reason, because I'm playing with mods. Apparently, I think that affects it somehow. Usually 80% is about as high as you can get it. 80 a little bit, 80 like 2, 3, 4, 5% is about as high as it will go modded. So 95 is very good. So in that case, my guess might be that you have not enough death care services. Basically, even though your capacity, so you can see here, like this is ridiculous, right? So my capacity for these buildings is like crazy. Even though I only have 646 deceased, my capacity is 5,500. So the reason that's the case is because if I start taking away too many more, there just won't be enough vehicles to get around to the dead people. So it's kind of a bit misleading in that you think that you're sorted by what it's telling you your capacity is, but the vehicles are the things that struggle to get where they're going. Even if your traffic is good, there's just not enough vehicles to cover what they need to cover. So you kind of have to spam the crematoriums a little bit, which is unfortunate, but you know, you can see how many I've got here just in this city, and it's a lot. And I've optimized this too, so I'm using a mod that tells them to only stay within a few suburbs of where they're actually based, so that they're not driving halfway across the map to pick someone up who's over there when they're actually coming from over here, because that can be a problem as well. So yeah, I would, in your case, if the traffic is good, which it seems like it really is, then I would try plopping some more crematoriums down, and I think that would help. So they're not idiots. Yeah, I've had to tell them not to be idiots. Is despawning turned on? The vehicles might be disappearing and not making it. Yeah, that could be it too. Again, depending on how sprawled your city is. And Carl did say that they're not playing with mods, so I would imagine that despawning is turned on. For me, it's turned off because I use Traffic Manager, and I prefer to have the vehicles not despawn. But certainly in a vanilla build that can cause problems. Again, if your city is quite sprawling like this one, they do take a long time to go from one side of the map to the other, and they have an internal time limit. So if the time limit runs up, the vehicle will just despawn. Whether they've done the job or not, it will just despawn. And then if the service isn't then being given to the building, then it will eventually abandon. So I also have the call again mod, I think it's called, which makes them, if the vehicle gets stuck or does despawn for whatever reason, the game will, or the building will call another vehicle to it, which is quite handy. Can you turn the despawning off? You can with a mod. But be warned, it's a slippery slope, because once you start looking through that workshop, it's hard to stop. But the mod you want for that is called TMPE, which is Traffic Manager President Edition. It's this one here, TMPE 11.8 stable. So if you search TMPE in the workshop, you'll find it. And look, there's no issue with just having that one mod. Like, if you are worried with not just in vanilla, no, there's no way to do that in vanilla. The way they designed the game was so that the vehicles would despawn for performance reasons. So that's kind of why they've done it that way. Shane, you're off. No worries. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you being here. Hope you have a good one. catch you soon, I hope. See, he doesn't have many mods. I actually don't. Like, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic there or not, Tilly, but this many mods is what I think there's about 30 odd. In fact, I don't know if Shane's already headed off, but Shane, I think he said one time he's got around 60 mods. So yeah, around 30 or whatever this is actually pretty light. Scozzy, on the other hand, Scozzy's only got like 3 mods or something. Is that right, Scotty? Is that how many you have still? Might just turn into a modder, yeah. It's a lot of mods, yeah. I don't, oh, Toby, welcome in. Hello there indeed. Welcome in. Yeah, just 30, nothing major. Well, ask Toby how many mods he's got. Toby probably has more than Shane, I would say. But yeah, some of these are visual mods rather than gameplay mods. Some of them are more like quality of life mods as well. Like, and then there's things like broken node detector. That doesn't do much. It just sits there until I need it. So they're not all like gameplay mods. Yeah, there you go, Toby. About 90 mods. Oh, there we go. Shane, 150 to 160 mods. That's a lot of mods. He needs 70 more mods. Where do you get the mods from? No worries. You don't have to apologize for asking questions, but the Steam Workshop is where you go for it. Presumably, I don't know. Do you launch the game from Steam on Apple? But if you go into 6 mods, Scotty, 6 mods. Carl, onto Steam. If you're launching the game from Steam, and when you click on the game, there's the little tabs up the top, and you want to click on Workshop, and that's where you download the mods from. But look, Scotty, or Scozzy, I should say, Scozzy makes incredible cities, and he's only got 6 mods. So you can do it without that many mods as well. And in fact, he was making incredible cities before he was doing modded as well. So yeah, Circle City. Yeah, it's not really called anything at the moment. So that redeem is certainly up for, or that suburb is up for that redeem. There are, just to pre-warn you, I'll keep jumping in. There is actually 3 suburbs technically in here, which, oh, that's good. So yeah, as I was explaining, we have the middle area, this kind of inner area, and then the outer area. So there's 3 suburbs within this, plus 2 parks. So there's quite a lot going on. Just be careful when downloading mods. Always read the descriptions for incompatibilities or outdated mods. Yes, that's very good advice, Dava. Generally, because there are a few that have become updated and break saves. But if you're specifically looking for, because your traffic is so good, and you're specifically looking for not despawning, this Traffic Manager Presence Edition is what you want. TMPE. That's going to be the main one that you should look for. And I'll show you, Carl. I don't know if you remember this, probably not, because there's a lot of information. It's this one here, the little traffic light, and it might be in here. It won't be in here because this is a mod as well. It will probably appear down the bottom somewhere. So it will be down in this bottom area most likely, and it's the little traffic light with the V11 on it. And then you click on there, and it's this top right one with the little car and the exclamation point. That's the one that you want. That'll stop the traffic from despawning. You don't mind which area. You can have the other 3. You want the middle area, okay. And Cleepor, you don't mind. Playing modded means doing mod maintenance for your save as well. Yeah, it does. The good thing is with the Steam Workshop is that the mods do automatically update. However, if there's an update and they don't get updated because, say, that mod is retired or what have you, they can break, and they can break your saves. Having said that, this game shouldn't be updated very much anymore. There might be only 1 or 2 more updates, and then that's going to be it. So everything will be stable from them on, which is going to be amazing. There's so many mods, there really are. It's a slippery slope. Thanks so much for the help. Anytime, Carl. Anytime. So you want the middle one, Tilly. What do you want to name that? I don't like how it does this. I can't. Okay, that is the suburb. Have you got a name, Tilly? I know what you want to call it. Oh, is that what you want to name it? Oh, District 9. Okay. Let's hope it doesn't have the same fate that District 9 in Timberborn had. I'll name the park the same because it looks confusing with it the way it is. How do I name the park though? Oh, I can't reach the park because I don't think it has a gate. It's just so I could. I don't even know why there's a park there actually. Is it because of these? Oh, it's the pedestrian area, is it? I think it's the pedestrian area. How do I... this one. Oh, I can't reach the thing there. I might have to just move the zone out or something. If I push that out there, will that move it? No. There we go. Spring Park can become district. And Cleepaw, what are you, oh. It's Shift P. I think Shift P is a shortcut for something. District 9 Park. Okay, excellent. Yeah, Cleepaw, do you have a name in mind yet? I can't wait for the new district tool in Cities Skylines 2. It's going to be incredible. Chad, so do you have a preference on the middle zone or the middle suburb or the outer suburb? Oh, this is the pedestrian area. This Ivy Park is the middle one. Olive Hills is the outer one. How does it decide what area is a suburb? I tell it where that... So like this one here, for example, Olive Hills will likely expand down here. So all I need to do is choose this tool and yeah, just draw it in. But in Cities Skylines 2, it seems like they're going to have a much more precise way to choose where you want it. Got to go, Dava. No worries. Thanks for popping in, and appreciate you being here. And hope you have a good one. Yeah, have a good day as well. We'll see you next time. The outer one. Okay. Chad. Just Chad? Oh. Nice. Okay. So we've got Chad there. Excellent. Yeah, have a good one, Dava. Enjoy. So we seem to be kind of making money now, but not really. I think I would like to plop another one of these factories because yeah, they seem to be the go, right? So this one, what's this one? Electronics. Okay, let's back this one off here. Again, we want nice, good access to the highway here. In fact, we might just go behind here, like so. When do the aliens come? Yeah, Scotty has got the command in there ready to go. Unfortunately, there are no aliens. Sims 4 had aliens, didn't it? I remember there being... Not Sims 4, Sims City 4 had aliens. In the disaster area. They're on their way. Yeah, absolutely. Up there. I can see them. Okay. So what do you need? You need plastic, glass, and metal. Okay. Now I wonder if there's another one here that we can couple up here. Plastic, glass, and metal. Modular house factory. Excellent. So I'm gonna put these together. Let's have like a little factory hub here. Factory. Go right there. We might be able to get some parking on that side. And then we'll put some warehouses down the side here. Earlier Sims games had them. Yeah. Wonder if there is a mod for aliens. There's certainly like mods that you can get that are like alien props. So they're not. It's not necessarily a mod. They're like assets or props. I haven't seen zombies. And to be fair, what I'm thinking of was I was watching Imperial Jedi one time, and he has obviously given his name. He has the like Star Wars theme, so that he had a bunch of Star Wars props and stuff that he was adding in. Let's go to the big warehouses here because there are 2 buildings that are feeding off these. Let's put 4 of them on it. It's costing a lot of money again here. We might need to ramp up our production of everything as well, I suppose. Alright, so plain timber here. Oh, that's right, I was doing that, wasn't I? And then I got distracted. I was putting more trees in. Metal and plastic. Okay, so we've got these 2 next to each other that are hopefully going to go well. Generally the zombies that you don't see that get you. That's very true. Yeah. Watch out. Watch out for the zombies. Circulate this. Why not? Oh, jump. Where I'm lost now. Okay. Maybe, yeah. Yeah. Let's see how that goes. Did I up the speed on this roll? There's a traffic light there. Maybe I shouldn't make it too high. 50. I think it could quite easily be 60 or 70. 60 here, maybe. What was the traffic mod? It's called, if you search for TMPE, oh, the cat's just stepped on the remote and turned the TV on. TMPE is the name of the mod. Hang on, I'll just pull it up for you. Yeah, this one here that's highlighted. And yeah, TMPE is the one you want. What's the score? Good question. I just turned it off. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the way, I can't see it. Yeah, but TMPE is the one you want, Carl. Like how the lights come on as if there's a Lumi troll controlling them. There's a review, a Wicket review at the moment. I think it was Bean. I think he was actually sleeping on it. No worries, Carl, no worries. And no, like I said before, no need to apologize for asking questions. I'm more than happy to answer questions. You have the crosswalks one? Yeah. That's, that will... You probably want that one as well, because that will help with removing the crosswalks when you want to remove them. But you want the what was it again? 11 point something? 11.8.0.0 stable is the one you want. TMPE. This has been a great stream with all the info. I hope people have enjoyed it. But yeah, the stable version is the one you want, Carl. Because I think is there a beta version or something out on there as well? Can't remember why they've specified stable. Oh, what's happened here? Here we go. So are we making the monies now? Okay, this can't get enough plastic. I hope see, this is a classic example here of I haven't really planned very well here. So this area is all industry. This is very traffic heavy already. And then I've just chucked a bunch of warehouses and factories in here without really looking at the roads and seeing if there was anything that I could have improved. But I'm hoping that this is going to be okay. But just plopping stuff down like that is not ideal, generally. I did make sure, like, I know that this is a collector, right? Because you can see it's come off the highway, so all of the traffic is going to lead down in this direction. So I made sure I didn't plop them off the collector, and I plopped these the uses that are going to have a lot of traffic coming in and out of them, like the warehouses and the factories. I've made sure that I've taken them off the collector where the traffic is going to be high anyway. That's important as well. Thank you, Kleepor, for the meow. I appreciate the 50 bits. Moo, yeah. I think we hovered over a cow area. Toby, show you the nearest cat. Let's see. Who have we got here? Peggy's still in the tower. I'm reluctant to move her because she stopped chewing on my headphones now. Oh, the score is 1 for 44, by the way. We got Bean again. We got the Bean again. Sleepy Bean, in fact. Sleepy Bean. You got it. Guess you just press the plus and that's it. Yeah, you will probably need to enable it in your menu when you open the game again though, Carl. One thing you've seen people freely move roads and paths. Is that a mod as well? Indeed it is. That's called Move It. Like, you know, I like to move it. So if you search Move It, you will find that one. And that's, can you see? Yeah, that's this little button down here next to the bulldozer. Essential mod, really. Essential. But yeah, make sure when you next open the game, so if you have the game open currently, you'll need to close it to activate the mods. So before you open the city, go into the options, and I think it's options, and then make sure you go into the mod section and enable the mods. Tick the box, and then it'll appear in the save. Who has the one? Oh, well, not Patrick Cummins, I can tell you that, 'cause he's bowling and he doesn't have a 1 next to his name. A bit like The Sims, you have to enable them. Yeah, you don't need to put them into a folder, and you don't enable all of the mods together per se. You have to enable each individual mod, so it's slightly different in that form. But yeah, if when you have the main menu up, you go into options. Is it options? I'm pretty sure it's options. And then it'll give you a list similar to this. You'll have like graphics and all of that, but one of them will be mods, and then you go into there and it will give you a list of all of the mods. Because you'll only have a couple in there, you should be able to spot it really easily. And then there's a little tick box that you have to tick. Was that a kitty sneeze? It could have been. It certainly could have been. Is anything in your game vanilla? Yeah, quite a lot of it. So, I mean, it depends what you consider vanilla as well. Like, some people don't consider the DLCs vanilla. I do. But, like, all of this is all vanilla. That's the farming area. And a lot of these international buildings over here, they're all vanilla. Thank you so much. You have been a great help. I'm happy to help anytime. Turning into a hardcore city streamer. Yeah. I think I've only ever seen you. Yeah, seen you in The Sims 4, Carl. But yeah. Always happy to help anywhere I can. Right, so it's so difficult with industries to tell whether you're actually making money or not a lot of the time. Seems to be making money. I think, yeah, more trees. I think we definitely need more trees because we're definitely using more buildings that require trees now. Love playing it, but you lose so much money, and like all the time everyone leaves. Yeah, it sounds like that could be a city service issue, especially if your traffic is quite good, which it sounds like it is. You recommend to watch YouTube tutorials for the more complex mods like Move It. Yeah, I mean, Move It is one of those ones that can be very complex, but can also be very simple depending on what you do with it. Right? Would you agree, Toby? Like, if all you want to do is move stuff, and that's what you focus on first, then it's actually quite easy. Although I guess it can be confusing as to what you're actually moving, can't it? So yeah, Toby's probably right. Check out the tutorials about it. But also, when people leave, am I right to remove the building? Probably. It's not 100% required, because generally what happens is they it will eventually put someone else will move in basically, and it will demolish itself. However, it does lower the land value to have abandoned buildings like all around the place. So yeah, probably you are. It's just a bit time consuming. The other thing to make sure you're doing, and you might already be doing this, but when you click on a building that has one of these icons, which of course it disappears just as I'm about to demonstrate. So when they abandon, they have the abandonment icon, and if you hover let's see if I can find one. I don't think this will work. Oh yeah, okay, so when you hover over there, see, it gives you that information. So it will tell you why the building has abandoned, which in your case it could just be that they're not picking up the dead people, but there might also be another reason. So before you demolish it, unless it's super obvious, unless you see, you know, hundreds of the dead people icon all around, just check why they are abandoning, because that can give you some good information as well. There are a lot of options that could confuse. Yeah, that's true, Toby. Yeah, I realized as I was like using it that it's definitely a little more confusing than it might seem. No drift, quite miraculous, Cleepor. That is miraculous. Tilly, think that Clee will outlast you. Is there a mod called Bring Out Your Dead? No, they should do that automatically. Is the Move It one by Cuboid? Yes, indeed it is. Indeed it is. Right. What was I doing? Trees. I'm so easily distracted. It's not that keen on this terrain here, is it? It's fine. I'm not sure why, because this conforms to the terrain. Okay, let's get some trees in. That area looks like it needs beavers. Yeah, 100%, right? Like the trees and the little like river here. That could all be beaver populated. There is, Carl. But it depends on how... Yeah, so the ones that I love the most is this one. Car park, what is it called? Car park roads, I think, or something. Which enables you just to draw a few different sizes of car parks. And then you place these are all kind of separate things that you place over the top. Cuboid took care about Move It when the original creator retired and developed it further. Yeah. I think it's Move It 2, isn't it? Is it Move It 2? So this is it car parking? Parking roads, I think it's called. Parking... Oh. Toby might have to help with the name of this one. So parking lot snapping is something that helps with this mod, because it basically enables you to make sure that the lots are snapped in the correct spot, rather than having to kind of like spend a whole lot of time making it perfect. It just helps you snap it. And that, I would imagine, would link back to the mod that actually it could even be an asset, right? Because they're actually technically roads. So yeah, and it comes with a few different sizes. Option to enable realistic parking in TMP, but realistic parking is not possible in Cities 1. Yeah, it's from my experience, that particular thing and I don't have it enabled because of this, it seems to be a bit buggy. Here we go, parking lot service road. So this is what they look like in game. So you have like this service road, which is this one here, and you have these 4 different sizes, and yeah, you just draw them out, and they draw out like blank. So you have your service road would come off your main road, and then these can like come off in whatever way you want, up like that. And as you can see, they like come off blank. Get the big boy in there. And then these are all of the ones that make the actual cars park in it. And you see the mod, the snapping mod it snaps perfectly to where you want it to snap, rather than having to kind of guess. So you just place these down wherever you want them. And yeah, like so. So it's a few assets there in that one, because it's yeah, it's kind of like the roads as well as the parking lots are considered buildings. So that's my go-to one generally for parking lots, because they've got these are new in the game as well, right? They're in the vanilla game, the decorative parking lots. But yeah, unless you have the realistic parking toggled on in Traffic Manager, it can sometimes look a bit empty. Like my university one there looked quite empty. Unfortunately, yeah, they don't necessarily always use the parking lots as well as they should. Alright, we still don't seem to be making money here. Are these ones struggling? No. That looks like a really good one as well. You have the snapping one. Does the snapping one link to the actual mod? It should. Let me see. I can... Parking lots. It's just parking lot roads. Is the name of it. I think it's probably an asset, right? Because it's and there's a whole bunch of different versions as well. So I only have like the 90-degree versions, but there's also the 60-degree ones and stuff as well. So yeah, parking lot roads is the one you want. Yeah. Yeah, very, very up and down. Oh, Australia won? It was against Ireland, wasn't it? Great job. I think getting more factories in here would be key, would be good. Because we're kind of making money, but we're not. We do need more people. So I put more trees in. Do we need more? We probably need more of these ones as well, right? Sawmill. Are they the only ones that make the plain timber? Engineered wood plant. Okay, let's get this one in. Might want to expand this district a little bit. Thank you so much. No worries. Like I said, anytime. Happy to help. And may your cities be amazing. That's probably okay. Alright, let's expand our forestry out here a little bit. The women are really putting on a good show. A great show. Amazing. You love to see it. The women, our Aussie women, the kind of favourites, or I'd imagine that the countries that go well in the men's go well in the women's as well. But sometimes the Aussies like surprise, don't they, in all sports? I don't imagine they're the favourites because the football is not necessarily Australia's forte. You have no idea, yeah. Neither do I, obviously. Okay, let's put a couple of these bad boys down. And how are we doing for like storage? I mean, there's heaps there. It's just whether they're transporting it appropriately or not. And then farming. So we could actually repurpose. I mean, I imagine that the pollution is, I was just about to say, imagine that the pollution has probably disappeared from this area because these buildings have been turned off, but apparently not. Because I was going to maybe put some farming down there. That's probably not going to be the best idea. You do not understand football one little bit. Yeah, this is all industry here, so it's all pretty gross over here too. But you know, average ground pollution 3%. That's okay. Pollution is generally fairly well contained away from residential areas. But yeah, farming in that area is probably not going to work. Oh, you have no water. Okay. Don't know what's going on here. Got a rogue water pipe. Oh, apparently we have ads. So apologies. Well, they can't hear me, but I do like that it tells you when the ads are happening, though. If one thing that I wish it would do is warn you like a minute ahead of when the ads are meant to start. But yeah, it's a good feature. Okay, right by the train area as well. So hopefully, let me just check where. Yeah, they can go around and drop off here and then deliver over there. So that's perfect. So it's allowed to be gross. Well, maybe allowed isn't the right word, but it kind of has to be gross because it's industry, and we're not advanced enough yet to figure out how we produce products without polluting everything. So yeah, it's not ideal, but Alex called in sick for the next 3 weeks. Do you think she heard us bitching about her? It's possible. It's possible. You did get an ad starting in 5 minutes notification in mod view on Keisha's stream earlier. Interesting. Very interesting. Had the snooze option built in to the notification too. I guess because you're very handy. Yeah, I guess because you're looking at mod view, whereas I'm in OBS. So it probably actually, if I was in the regular, what do they call it, the stream manager, or in, as you say, mod view, it would probably work. But yeah, that's interesting. You got yours in OBS. It didn't give you a warning though, did it, Keish? Was it, or did it just came up with the ad break in progress? Because that's all I've seen so far. You know, like I said before though, it's a really, really cool addition. Oh, did it? It did. Okay. BRB Tilly, no worries. Interesting. Oh, okay, maybe I'm just missing it. Was it the same color? Was it purple? Or was it a different color? And it just comes up on the chat, does it? Like where the ad break in progress comes up. Oh, 105 credits. 1,000. Did we just win something, or might be the industry? You're excited to see it. Yeah, well, when I first saw this, I was like, oh, what's that? It's, yeah, really, really good feature. Kudos to Twitch for adding that. Sometimes they get things right, it would appear. You knew it was coming, just didn't know when. Oh, okay. I had no idea. Pleasantly surprised. Alright, do we need more oil? Looks like we do, because that's not filling up, so generally probably means that it's... Probably just need more of everything, to be honest. And I don't know, Carl, if you're still there or not. Do you have many DLCs? How many DLCs do you have? Because things can get gnarly with the DLCs as well. Are there any savage parrots? Let's see. Where are we here? Where's the zoo gone? I'm lost. Over here. Check for some savage parrots. It's a savage eagle. With some savage swans. Not sure how many you have. You do have a few. Okay, yeah. I mean, to 95% traffic, you're doing something right, that's for sure. that's pretty good. He looks savage. He looks savage. The eagle or the swan? The swans kind of look more savage to me than anything else. What are you lacking? You're lacking metals. Okay. So perhaps more processing is required as well. I'm going to attempt an early night because you're up too late last night. Have a good rest of the stream. No worries, Ren. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you being here. And I hope you have a nice early night and a good sleep. And we'll see you next time. I think we'll be doing Sims tomorrow because of horses, right? So, if I've got the days right, that is. At least we'll try and do Sims. The last couple of times I've tried to do Sims, it didn't work very well. Okay, let's put some plastic. No, not plastic. That's the wrong thing. Metal is what we need. Put that there. But yeah, enjoy, Ren. Have a good one. Yeah, horses out at 3 a.m. our time. Yeah. The eagle has a savage-looking beak. That's very true. I probably shouldn't have put that there, because this is, yeah, that was the worst place I could have put that. Let's just move it here. I know it's on the ore, but you know, these things happen sometimes. Yeah, because this is a highway here, so this is in the wrong spot as well. Really, it should be probably on this other road, ideally. Are you not waiting up to 3 a.m? No, I don't think I will be either. Because even if you wait up to 3 a.m. and download it, then you got to play it, right? And if it's already 3 a.m, you don't think you'll be able to wake up that early after you do fall asleep. I definitely won't, and then I got to work anyway. So, yeah, horses on stream will be the best I can do, but we'll certainly try. We'll certainly try. Okay, so we've got some extra ore processing, extra oil. Are we lacking plastic processing? Because that's certainly possible. We could repurpose some of this area for that, because there's no oil under here anymore, which is why these are all turned off. I made the mistake of, yeah, having the oil disappear over time. So yeah, this could go here. It's becoming... oh, I get a refund for this? That must be game anarchy, and I don't know how I feel about that. Because I suppose you could sell the parts of the things that were left over. I suppose that kind of makes sense. Annual interest rate. Oh, default is 3. Oh, for loans. Okay, I don't have loans. Building refund multiply factor. Segment refund. I just thought when things got to a certain point they didn't refund anymore, but maybe not. You're going to go and watch Oppenheimer tomorrow. Oh, imagine that it'll be as fun as dropping an atomic bomb on something, something, something. I've seen the advertisements for it, but I haven't... Yeah, I don't really know much. Just in general, that is. I don't know much. But yeah, that should be good. Okay, so that might help there a little bit. I don't know if Chris is still here, but we're right next to the national park. I think he might have dropped out. But yeah. Alright. So we're still kind of up and down with the money, really, aren't we? I'll probably let this run a little bit after the stream, because I'm curious to see if I stop spending money, if we're actually gonna start, you know, actually making money. Because I do see it going up, like, into the hundreds of thousands positive relatively often. Oh, we're under 100 days now until Cities Skylines 2. Good to know. Good to know. So I'm hoping that the addition of these unique factories will have helped. How many did we end up putting in? Like 3 or 4? It was 3 including the fish factory, wasn't it? So we've got another 3. What do these need? Plastic, metal. So this is another one that we could have over in this area. This one maybe not. This one probably... Oh, maybe we could put petroleum in here. We just need an animal product one. That is what you've done to get money, leave it running in the background. Yeah, I often do that after stream. I stopped doing it because we started losing money on occasion. So I was like, I can't just leave it running if I'm not sure what's actually causing this problem. So I did end up like not doing it all the time for a little while. But I feel like now we've got these big factories in, it's going to help. It has a lot of hype. You wanted to do double feature with the Barbie movie, but Oppenheimer goes for over 3 hours. Oof, that's a long movie. Okay, let's see if this will go here. It will. Oh, hang on. Is there ore under here though? Oh no, yeah. Don't put it there. Okay. Where could we put this? I mean, to be fair, there's so much ore. I think it's all right. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, let's plop her there. I'll bring this out, and I think we'll connect. Let's just push this straight out. It's a weird angle. Yes. And then I think we won't do this now, but we can get parking in there. And then I think that needed... Animal products, did it? Yeah. Animal products. So let's get an animal product warehouse here too. Just a medium-ish one. Like that. Animal products. Some water. And tell me, Carl, where do you put your water pipes? Where do your water pipes go? Irene is texting you. Oh no. Can you make a green city? Is it? Oh, yeah. Along the roads normally. Good. Yes. Under the roads. Right where they belong. Perfect. Good stuff. I'm not sure if you're aware, Carl, of content creator City Planner Plays. As his name might suggest, he actually is a real life city planner. And yeah, he's very adamant about water pipes going underneath the roads right where they belong, which is where that comes from. I'd imagine that our very own Scozzy is probably also adamant about that. Can you make a green... I was trying to read that and I got distracted. Can you make a green city in this, one that doesn't rely on these kinds of destructive industries? Yeah, you can. Yeah, so you can not build industry and import everything, absolutely. And then there's a few different ways that you can make money without industry. So they've added a few things recently with the DLC. You got like these financial buildings now, which theoretically are green. And then you have these buildings here, which are IT buildings. So they're theoretically green as well. The early game would be the issue though, because you kind of need the jobs in the dirty industry to kind of get things moving. I suppose if you base it on a commercial city, you might be able to make it work potentially. And you can always, like, things like your farming and your forestry, your renewable I should say, they're also quite green, and you don't have to have these processing buildings. So yeah, there are ways you can do it for sure. Ignorically, yeah. Who sends texts about work at 10:30 p.m? She's unhinged. That's very true. Alright. Oh, that car factory sound, it seems like it was expensive. I was going to try and put the other two down before we finish, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to afford it. 218,000. Oh, maybe. So plain timber, petroleum, crops, and plastic. Petroleum, plastic, and metal. So these two would go okay together. Unless it's I'm sick and won't be in tomorrow. Yeah, that's true. But I doubt it's that, because she doesn't actually come into work, per se. I think where we're putting these buildings now makes the most sense. I mean, we could... And again, we'll probably come back to the detailing of these a little bit later. But it'd be good just to plop them down now so that I can see how it works with the when I let it run for a bit. Let's just trying to think how we get this across. If I can avoid crossing the highway, I would like to. I've also got that fence there. I'll just cross the highway like that for now, but I might need to revisit that. And yeah, this is only trees here, so... okay, so petroleum refinery. So all we'll need to add here for that is the petroleum. And for this we'll need paper, and we'll have the petroleum for the other one, and and crops. Okay. As much as the industry is really polluting, I do like the look of these really large buildings. I think like the space they take up and stuff is quite good looking. It's just not great for the environment. Yeah, so let's pop. And again, I mean, we could always move these. We'll see how these all go. So we'll pop those two there. Okay, that's all of our whatsies there. I might just unforest some of this, because it's meant to kind of look like a field, but obviously it's not a field anymore. And hopefully she gets attacked by a savage parrot. I know, Cleepaw. I hope that too. And yeah, the savage parrot will be respected very, very soon. I'm just, yeah, let's see if we can squeeze in. So we need a crop area, which I think we find in here. Crops. We'll just do this large grain silo, and I just need to make sure that we set that to no imports. And we might, not that one, this one. Allow imports, no. And what was the other thing? Petroleum. Oh, they've got crops straight away there though. They don't have water though. Hopefully that's okay. Let's put one of these chaps in here. Oh, the grain silo doesn't have water though. And then, yeah, petroleum and paper were the other two that we need over here. Hopefully those other warehouses will be close enough. We'll have to check. Ooh, I'm losing a lot of money here again. Petroleum. So, paper. It's kind of a shame that you don't store the petroleum in like one of the tank options. But I think they have a unique like little whatever spawns in there is unique. I'm also a little bit surprised that the residential demand hasn't kind of gone through the roof a little bit, because I've been like forcing all of this industry, and they're obviously like you need someone to work in the industry, so it's surprising that it stayed so low this whole time, but you know, that's fine. Right, okay, so hopefully with everything operating perfectly, at least somewhat perfectly, we should start to turn a good profit here, and I'll let it run and we'll see, and then that means that the next city stream we have, we'll be able to start like properly expanding things again. I don't think I got in time for this, because this stream of traffic looks to me like it's importing a whole bunch of crops, which has broken the whole traffic area here. But yeah, we'll let that run. That will clear out in time. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to end here, as we're just past 10:30, and yeah, it's almost bedtime. So yeah, I hope everyone's enjoyed the stream, and yeah, it's been a fun one. It's been a fun one. So thank you everyone for coming in. Kleepor, thank you very much for the gifted sub to Ren. Thanks everyone for the redeems. Chris, if you're still here, thank you for the 100 bits. Quiche, thank you so much for the raid, if you're still here too. Thanks for the great stream, and thank you for all the help. Anytime, Carl. You're most welcome. Hopefully we'll see you again soon, and I'll definitely pop into one of your streams soon. Thanks for the stream, Scotty. Thank you for popping in. Who are we raiding? Good question. Let's see. Oh, I see who we can raid actually. They're on a BRB screen. I wonder how long ago they were BRB. But yeah, and then while we're waiting, hopefully they'll come back soon. Thank you everyone for the follows too. So Carl themselves, Drag, probably everyone's gone, but yeah, everyone who followed off Keisha's raid, I appreciate that, and all of the redeems. Are we raiding? Yes, we are. I was gonna raid Dream, but he's on a BRB screen. Is anyone lurking there? Did they see how long ago he went onto that screen? PLJ as a whole. He does. Dream isn't usually on this time, so it would have been cool to raid him. Thanks for the stream. Again, I appreciate everyone coming in so much. And again, Keish, I can't thank you enough for that raid. That was very kind. And you're lurking, but you don't know when he went into BRB. Oh, hang on, he's back. He's back. Okay, let's we'll definitely get to PLJ another time, because I think PLJ's actually been lurking here, which I also appreciate a lot. So yeah, let's go with Dream, because he's playing Cities, right? So that makes sense. And yeah, he's still starting out. Has he quite reached affiliate yet? No, he hasn't. So yeah, it'd be good. Good little boost for his. I'd say it's his average viewers that he's struggling with at the moment, getting past that. So. Yeah, once again, yeah, average viewer, that's what I thought. So yeah, once again, everyone, and thank you, Toby, for putting those into the chat. Yeah, once again, I appreciate everyone being here, and I appreciate all of the lurkers, I appreciate all of the chatters and everyone else, and thanks everyone for coming in. We'll be back tomorrow, like I said. We'll probably try Sims 4 again. We'll see if the horses make any difference to the way the stream goes, and we'll look forward to playing around with the horses and seeing how that pack is. Let me check that I've copied this correctly, because yeah, I've made that mistake before. So yeah, thanks for coming in, Toby. Thank you, Tilly, for being here. We'll definitely raid PLJ again, don't worry. And I'll probably be lurking in there, as well as Dream later on as well. Keish, thank you for coming in. Carl, again, thank you for coming in and keeping the chat busy. I appreciate that. hope you got some good knowledge from it. Scozzy, thank you for being here. Cleepaw, thank you, everyone. And I will look forward to seeing you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And in the meantime, enjoy Dream City. We'll see you soon.